What's up, y'all? So I'm currently in the process of trying to mock up my own splitter. I'm excited to get my material. That's still taking a little bit of time. Should be here in a couple more days, but until then I'm just gonna keep messing with the cardboard. Alright, so I took the cardboard off and I'm just trying to fine tune my measurements here. So we're going with 70 for the full width. So this has to be dead on as far as the dimensions so it doesn't look all whack. You can see I drew a center point here. That's the middle, 35 inches. I'm kind of just mirroring off of it for each side. This is one of my old ones that I just dug up. It was hidden in the corner. I mean, it don't look too bad at all. It's just, it wasn't the full width. But you can see what I'm talking about. It kind of didn't get to the edge on both sides, so this new setup's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to finish this. Alright, so this is a few days after we finally got our material. This is what I ordered, 3/8 thick ABS plastic. Got my other package in today. M6 bolts. And then we got 1/8 inch ABS plastic. So yeah, we got basically everything we need at this point. Besides the metal, we're in a Home Depot this morning. And this is what I'm going to be using to attach it to the crash bar on the front of the car. So that's how that's going to work. And then I bought this thinner aluminum to be the outer supports here, just like that. And then just to touch real quick on the material. So like I said, this is ABS plastic. You don't have to use ABS, you can use wood if you want to, but ABS overall is just gonna last longer. You won't have to paint it or anything like that. And I feel like it's just a little bit easier to work with. I ordered it from Falcon Designs, their company online that I found. It's pretty clean cut. Not a lot of excess that is leaving, which is perfect. Like I said, I'm still gonna sand this to get the final shape, but everything's looking good so far. We're halfway there. Alright, so we just finished cutting this out. I bought this, which is a router. The bit is curved, which means once you run this along the edge of something, it's gonna give you that rounded edge. And as you can see, the bit caught and went a little crazy. So Harbor Freight didn't give us good bits, but the router itself works. So I went ahead and bought a new one from Home Depot. This shit was like $30 by itself. Now that we have a new one, once I sand the edge completely flat, I'm gonna run that across the outside, top and bottom, just so it's a more factory looking finish. The gap is completely gone. Sitting really nice and flush. And it was pretty easy to do. All I had to do was add a little spacer to just lift up this middle part of the bumper. But there's one drawback. So it's a tight fit for me to unlatch. Spacer that I put under here, so now it's gonna lift up the bumper a little bit, so it's gonna make the latch removal part a little bit trickier. But besides that, it's looking how it should now. Now Now that I got the bumper off, I decided to install my Eagle Eye LEDs. So if y'all haven't heard of doing this mod before, I think Salty Styles was the one who did it first. Not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but LED lights, you can get these off Amazon, eBay. Different colors are available, but these are pretty cheap. They're like $10 for a pack. I think it's a 3/8 drill bit, and then these just pop right in and you screw it in through the back. And then obviously I'm gonna have to wire them up too, but wire up these lights. So now that I have it cut out, if y'all are curious how much it weighs, the next step is basically just put in the splitter against where I'm going to mount it at, and then see how tall I got to make the brackets right here. And I didn't know these were in the way. I'm going to have to take these off. These are, I guess, some spacers or something. So I'm going to take those off and then kind of show y'all what I'm going to do. So simple cutout. Just to add a little bit of character to the front of it, nothing crazy. So it's the next day, coming back to the project. But the next step that I'm gonna be doing right now is adding in the supports, or at least cutting these out. 2 bolts here, and I saw this from another YouTube video actually. He had to cut a groove on this side. Got the center line marked up perfectly, and down here too. It up like that on the bottom here, and then same thing on this side. But like I was saying, I'm gonna have to cut up a little notch over here, like a little U shape or a little L shape. Obviously these pieces are exactly the same, so if we mirror that on both sides, it'll be even. So the first side's done. This thing looking sturdy as hell. Like, that's on there for real. So no worries at all for that. Now I'm gonna copy it on this side. Alright, so this is how we're looking right now. We just drilled out all the holes for the support, and we did countersunk holes, so everything is sitting flush. So that'll support most of the weight, and then we'll have either 3 or 4 bolts in the very back that are going to attach to the frame. So here's the final bracket. Everything lines up nice. Now we can go ahead and remove our tape now because we already got it all marked up. Alright, we got it all bolted up now. It is extremely strong because this is just acting as a full support now. So we've done the screws every 2.5 inches. So now it's time to get it on the car and see how it looks. Sturdy as fuck.
Hey, can you stand up? Not yet.
If I put the splitter rod, yeah, I'll be able to stand.
Well, once you bolt the other bottom to the radiator frame, the shit gonna be sturdy as fuck.
Damn, this is looking so good, man. So we just got the fins put on the sides. That was the kind of final touch there. It is all back together. I know I could do something, but this really just blew me away. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So essentially, like I said, it's quick release. Really just 4 bolts. That one, those 2 up top, and then the one down there, and then the whole splitter will come off. So now we have a really solid setup. Don't have to worry about it falling off ever again. But like I showed you earlier, it's about 20 pounds, so it does add a little bit of weight, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, that's it. Finally done, back together, and I'm happy this is over because this took quite a bit of time. I wasn't really in a rush, but it took me about 4 or 5 days to finish this. So, yeah. Hopefully I answered most of the questions on how to do it in the video. But of course, I know you guys are gonna have some questions, so feel free to just drop them down below if you want. But these wheels gotta go. These really gotta go. So y'all stay tuned for what's coming next. We'll catch y'all in the next video.